Pension trustees. Lou Sinagra and Mike Simon.
Can you hear me?
No.
Can't hear me. Okay. I'd like to say we're conducting business as usual. I'd like to say we're conducting business as usual, but it's not as usual. Most of what we're doing down there is we're in closed session quite a bit, talking with our attorneys and our lobbying firm that we've hired, and most of that is in closed session, and it's all strategy, and we can't tell you anything more than that. This is all starting to play out, and but the one thing I was concerned about, if any retirees have any annuities in the pension system, they're safe. They can't be touched in bankruptcy. And, I'm sorry?
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I said if you have annuities in your account in the pension system, they can't be touched because they're protected as your private property. So don't worry about that. We had paychecks go out this month to it was $25 million again, and that's our payroll. Other than that, I'll turn the mic over to Lou.
Good evening. My name is Louis Sinagra, the Police Retiree Pension Board. I'd like to give you a website that might be helpful. It lists all the court documents regarding the bankruptcy. That website is kccllc.net/Detroit. And there's a lot of information that you might find helpful as this bankruptcy progresses. You can also get that website by the PFRSDetroit.org website, the retirement system website. There's a link on the home page that will take you to that kcc.llc website. Our net assets are still holding approximately $3 billion, which has been consistent for quite a period of time now. Let's take one more quick look. Any questions?
Of this $3 billion that you have, how much of the $3 billion is fluid?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How much of this $3 billion that you say we have in assets, how much of it is in fluid money that we can get immediately? It's not in real estate, it's not in other things like bonds or whatever.
Are you speaking of cash assets?
Whatever is fluid that you can get money in your hands immediately.
I'm going to guess that what you're saying would be cash assets. And we don't, there's a percentage that we keep as cash assets. I don't have the figures right in front of me, but it's a small portion of our investments.
If you have bonds or if you have mutual funds, are they able to be cashed immediately?
I would really have to talk to the investment officer and get his information for accurate information. I don't have that right in front of me right now.
But you say we have $3 billion in assets right now.
Approximately $3 billion net assets, correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One more over here.
Right here.
Right here.
The newspaper talked about $24 billion that was given out for loans for hotels down here in Detroit. What's do you know anything about that at all?
You're speaking of the book Cadillac? Yeah, there's, our attorneys are involved in this, and, there's not a lot that I can say regarding the book Cadillac at this time.
Yeah. Question is, he said we paid out $25 million on the last payroll or the last pension checks.
Without the amount.
You paid $25 million out on the last payroll pension checks. How much was taken in the last month?
I don't have that information available right now. The $25 million that Mike spoke of, was the retirement benefits that were paid out.
I understand that. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Yeah, Lou, I supported you for trustee. The only question I would have is your vote for the support of the Clark Hill Law Firm when Natick and Diaz voted against it. I'd like some explanation.
Just speak up.
I could only catch a small.
Hold the noise down, we can't hear her. The mic's not working. Try the mic.
I can only catch a small portion of that.
He's asking about your vote for Clark
All
Hill.
right, Lou, I'm asking you why you voted to support the Clark Hill Law Firm as opposed to the other law firms, especially when Matt Natick and Mark Diaz of the DPOA didn't have the confidence in them since one of their lawyers was mentioned in the federal indictments as being Lawyer P. Now, I know he hasn't been charged with any crimes, but since he was working with Zajac, who has been indicted, I didn't feel very confident in that choice that you made. I'd like you to give me your opinions on why you have confidence in that law firm.
Since I've been on the board and Joe has been there, I've been very pleased with the work that he's done. Now, again, Clark Hill is the firm that was hired, and Joe Turner was the representative that's given to us by Clark Hill. And I'm quite satisfied with the work performance of Joe Turner, especially in this time. I just don't believe that it's a time to make any change. And you are correct, he was not, there was no crime that's involved. I don't know what the circumstances were, but just by his work performance and what I believe is best for the retirement system, that was why I voted for Joe Turner. Thank you.
We got one more question.
In reference to our funds in the pension fund of over $3 billion.
Hold on one second. They can't hear you on the other side.
Attorney was 10 minutes away, about 10 minutes. Got time for it.
Thank you. In reference to our $3 billion in funds in the pension fund and the amount of retirees, what is the actuary on the fund's viability right now with current retirees and actives that are going to retire in the length of time before they run out of money?
I'm going to go by the last actuarial report that we have, which is ending June 30th, 2012, which I believe what you're asking is what the funding rate was at that time, which is 96% funding. Without any other reports that are available that are fact, that's the best information that I can give you at this time. Yes?
Does that take into the growth of the fund? The accounting of the annual growth?
Does that average in the growth of the fund on its investments?
When the actuarial report is done, there's a number of things that are used to come up with that particular number. It takes all things into consideration.
So it's 96% funded.
As of June 30th, 2012. That's the
And what
last.
does that mean as far as length of time?
If I understand the question correctly, this fund has got to run till the year 2095, and to pay the last person off. So that's what we're working on, is to keep it funded and keep it running till the year 2095. Is that your question?
Next question. Last month, a police class of 19 were hired. They signed them into the pension system. How could that be? I heard the new people as of July 1 were supposed to go into a defined contribution or whatever. But I was told they signed them up into the pension system.
I'd have to check on that because I haven't heard anything to that in that regard.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know that.
To answer the question, they want to know how it's funded. What is the average interest rate that we're getting on the pension roughly? That should give them an answer to the question. No, dividends and interest. Is it 5 or 6? I think it was around 6%, if I remember.
On our investments,
Yeah.
we're working on an 8%.
There you go. So 8% of $3 billion should give you the answer of what you have to have. To fund the system.
Yes.
There's been a lot of discussion on the actuary of what we say we have in there and what OR says. Now, when are we going to find out who's correct?
I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but it'll be before.
Well, it seems like you got a lot of lawyers, they should be able to find out what amount is involved.
Is that a secret?
I have no answer for that.
I think that
What the question was, the difference between the funding level between the two actuaries? Is that the question? Yeah. The main difference is the rate, the annual rate of return that they're estimating. The current police and fire pension system has the rate set at 8%. The actuary that the emergency manager hired is putting it closer to 6.5 or 7%. And when you get into the billions of dollars, that's a lot of dollars.
When do you think this will be settled?
Like I said earlier, this retiree committee has hired its own actuary. So our position is going to be what they tell us. This is the supposed largest, most competent actuary firm in the United States, and they've been accepted as that throughout the United States. Siegel, if you want to insert.